Namaste and Jai Sri Krishna to all of my universal brothers and sisters and family members. You are all a part of my family member. You are all a part of my associates and vice versa. We are all connected. And now the doctrine of rebirth is correlated to the law of karma. It correlates. And the differences of disposition that are found between one individual and another must be due to their respective past action, respective past actions. Past actions implies to past births. All your karmas cannot certainly bear fruit in this life. It's scattered. Previous sanchit karmas are all scattered. Therefore, there must be another birth for enjoining the remaining actions. Each soul has a series of births and deaths. We all have that. Births and deaths will continue till you attain the knowledge of the imperishable. What is the knowledgeable of the imperishable? The knowledge of the imperishable is the knowledge within. The Lord your God is within. Krishna is within. Allah is within. Buddha is within. That is the knowledge of the imperishable. Good karmas leads to incarnation into higher spheres and bad karmas into lower spheres. That is common sense, straightforward and to the point. By virtuous actions one attains the higher planes, and by vice actions one attains the lower planes. And just like I said in my previous blogs, heaven has different sections and different layers of heaven. Heaven is not the final goal. Lord Krishna himself said in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita that heaven is not the final goal. For heaven has an expiration date. Once that expiration date is exalted, it's expired, then you go and born again into the house of rishis and munis and sages. Then you go again to different levels of heaven. And then when that level of heaven expires, then you go born again into different sages and saints. And then different layers upon different layers of heaven, and finally until you reach God. That is the ultimate. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Krishna. Aham Shivam. That is the final stage. When you become Allah, when you become Krishna, we are all Krishna. We are all Buddha. Whether good or bad, karma, whether good or bad, are not exhausted. Men do not attain moksha or the final emancipation even hundreds of kalpas. It's not possible. Now, how long is one kalpa? Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, Kaljug. Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, Kaljug. In Satyug, there was 1,728,000 years in Satyug. In Treta Yuga, there was 1,296,000 years. That was how long the duration of Treta Yuga was. In Dwapar, it was 864,000 years. In Kal Yuga, the duration of Kal Yuga is 432,000 years. This present Kal Yuga has been 5,000 years. Since the very date Lord Krishna left planet Earth, Kal Yuga began. Now, Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, Kal Yuga, exactly 4,320,000 years. That is one Chokri or one Chaturyugi. Now 2,000 of those is one kalpa. 2,000 is one kalpa. Even after many kalpas, it's possible not to attain moksha or Krishna, but that is not to worry. You will gain into higher and higher levels of heaven. That just proves to you that how deep God is. God is beyond the comprehension of rishis, munis, sages, and seers. That is why it is very important to be in good company. Both good and bad karmas bind tight to the jiva on their chains. One is a chain of gold and the other is a chain of iron. You must choose which you want to be. Do you want to live in this present Kal Yuga and make this Kal Yuga? You have that choice. You can turn this Kal Yuga into Sat Yuga. You have that choice. Moksha cannot be attained by man so long as knowledge of the eternal is attained. You have to know the knowledge of the eternal. The knowledge of the eternal is the knowledge of the self. A newborn child manifests marks of joy, fear, and grief. This is amplification unless we suppose that the child perceiving certain things in this life remembers the corresponding things of the past life. The things which used to excite joy, fear, and grief in past life continues to do so in this life. We all have those sanskars, good and bad. In order for karma to be removed, or prarabdha karma to be removed, you have to change yourself by doing Purush Artha. Purush Artha is the only thing that will get rid of bad karma. Bad karma, bad habits, bad ideas, any prejudicial thoughts, any preconceived notion is the only way to get rid of it. Purushartha is the only medicine. What is Purushartha? Purushartha is what can you do for the soul? What can you do for yourself to make yourself a better person? What can you do to make others happy? What can you do to make others a better person? What can you do for yourself? What can you do for your immediate family? What can you do for your neighborhood? What can you do for your community? What can you do for your society? How can you be a role model for yourself and society? That is Purushartha. That is Purushartha. All 4 of the Vedas, all 6 of the Shastras, all 18 of the Purans, all 11 of Upanishads, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Gita, etc., the Holy Quran, all the biblical literature, Bible, Confucius literature, Buddhist texts all speak of Purushartha. Be very, very grateful that you have a human body. Make the most out of it. Be in good company. Try to inquire about the self. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 kinds of devotees. Arat, Artharthi, Jijyasu, and Jnani. Arat is a type of devotee that said, "Oh dear God, please give me this, please give me that, please give me this, please give me that. If you give me this, I will do this. I want this, I want that, I want this to happen, I want that to happen." That is called Arat. Artharthi is the one who prays to God only when he is in trouble, only when he needs to. He's very selfish. Artharthi. Jijyasu is the 3rd kind is Jijyasu. Jijyasu is the one who wants to know about God, the one who wants to inquire about the soul, the one who wants to know what is God, what is soul, what is existence, what is the composition of Maya, what is God, what is existence, what is the meaning of life. The one who wants to inquire about the self, that is Jijyasu. You want to be the 4th kind, which is a jnani, the one who knows about the soul, the one who knows about God, the one who knows about the interrelation between God and soul, the one who realizes that the self is not separate from God. That is a jnani. You want to try to be the 4th kind of devotee. That is the purpose of life. To be the 4th kind of devotee, which is the dearest and dearest and dearest to Lord Krishna. Thank you very, very much for viewing my blog. May Allah bless you. May the one with many names bless you. Thank you very much. My email is at the description box. Please email me. Please send your comments, thoughts, prayers, anything that has to do with meditation, yoga, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Hindu scriptures. Please ask. Please do not ask me anything that's controversial or anything that has to do with politics, like abortion, affirmative action, the death penalty, capital punishment, legalizing marijuana, capital punishment, illegal immigration, or anything that has to do with controversial issues or politics. I want to step away from politics and controversial issues as much as possible. Please pertain your questions to Hinduism, prayers, meditation, Hindu scriptures, etc. May Lord Krishna bless you in all areas of your life. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kansachanur Mardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Shri Krishnam Bande Jagadguru Shri Krishnam Bande Jagadguru Shri Krishnam Bande Jagadguru. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat.